Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, IT Labs. And today we'll be going into installing the domain controller. Last video we installed two virtual machines, and we understood that in order to install virtual machines, we needed to create a resource group, which we did right here. So if you missed those, go back in my playlist and you can check those videos. So today we won't be worrying about the Windows 10 machine. We'll be working with the server 2019 virtual machine. And in the future, then we'll work on the Windows 10 machine. Well, first we need to do the server 2019 because we need to install, like I said previously, Active Directory, so we could be able to manage users and computers and groups, because without that, without the domain controller, we won't be able to manage none of those groups. So we need the DC services in order to do that. So let's go ahead into our virtual machine again. Let's go back to the home screen. To go to a virtual machine, you can click on the top left and then search for or look for virtual machines right here, or you can type it in the search box, virtual machine. All right, and click on it. So like I said, we'll be working with server 2019. We'll click on that. And so it already started, right? And let's go to our, right before I started this video, I started the machine 14 minutes ago. But if yours was stopped, we need to click on start. And then once it starts, we'll get a confirmation right here and the notifications that it started. Then when it started, click on connect. We'll try to use RDP to connect into our servers. Let's click on download RDP files. And keep open file. We get this warning message. It's okay. Click connect. Okay. Enter password. Long password. Again, this warning message, the identity of the remote computer cannot be verified. Do you want to connect anyways? Yes. And we're in our Windows machine. Go. Now, what I mean by domain controller, how you know you're not connected to a domain is if you click on tools. By the way, this is the server manager, okay? And the server manager, and you click on tools. As you can see, we do not have users and computers, groups, group policy, etc. Right? What we're looking for is users and computers, or we do not have that. Why? Is because we haven't installed the domain controller. So in order to do that, let's see, 1 second. Let's see what we have here. Okay. If you logged into your Windows server machine and you can't find the server manager, you just click on the bottom left, click on start, on the start window, bottom left, and you click right here, server manager. And then once you click on it, it should open. That's it. It hasn't popped up automatically. But before we do that, let me close that. Let me check on the computer name. Last video, we renamed the computer. Let's check if it's still there. So you click on the yellow folder in the bottom tab, bar, I'm sorry. Click on the yellow folder and then you go to this PC, right click on properties. And there you go, WN01. This is our WN01 server. Maybe I should rename it again. Let's rename it to DCWN01. So to rename it, if you remember, click on change settings. Change. And then here I'll put DC W1. Let's click OK. Okay, can't have no space. It has to be dash. Okay. DCW1. That's how it, yes. Okay. Close. I'll restart the computer. So the name was fine on the last video. I did call it W1, but since this will be downloading the domain controller, so I renamed it DC/W1. All right, so let's connect once more. First, let's run. Okay, it's out of this. Okay, let's go back to server 2019. Let's connect. RDP. Okay, download file. Key. Okay, let's click on OK. Connect. Let's see if their name has taken effect. Oh, wrong step. Okay. Nah, it's not gonna take it. Oh, it's okay. Okay, let's click on yes. All right, we should be able to log in. All right, now let's go check to see if the name has changed. So to check again, right, yellow folder in the bottom bar is PC, right click properties. And let's see if the name, there you go, DCW1. Okay. DC for the domain controller W1. All right, so this is good. Now let's go ahead and install. Now let's add domain controller to the server manager. So in order to do that, we need to click on manage, add roles and features, start doing no roles and okay, before we begin, user okay, camera strong password. Okay, let's go. Click on next. Yeah, we'll leave it on role-based or feature-based installations. This is what we need. Click on next, select the server. That's okay. Let's do here. These are all the roles that it will download. Looks like it's already on file storage. So we'll pick Active Directory domain. All right. Active Directory domain services. Yeah, this is what we need. To do it. No, good. Domain services. All right. Add features that require Active Directory. Okay, let's click on add features. Here, it looks like it's adding the features. And so, as you can see, you got group policy management right here, which is something that we'll get into in the future. Another video. Okay, let's click on next. Have to go to all the main services. Okay, let's click on next. Okay, so it's adding the services. Now, if someone asks, hey, what is Active Directory? You can say, hey, think about it. Think of it like a book, a phone book, should I say? I'm sorry, phone book. Back in the days, they used to have phone books, and on it, the different names and their phone numbers, sometimes addresses. And that's what Active Directory is in a nutshell. Basically, you have users and groups and their computers are all in one domain. And this is what the IT professionals, IT services, admins and help desk, They use that to be able to manage the different users in the company. A domain, it could be facebook.com, youtube.com, google.com. So without having that service, the domain controller services, you won't be able to add roles and features and stuff. You won't be able to add users and groups and stuff like that. So let's click on install. And this will take a while, FYI, just to let you know. Because it's installing all the services, and also depending on your connection and stuff, it might take longer, it might take shorter, but it takes a while. As you can see, it's installing the features and everything. So I'm gonna just pause it for a little bit and then we'll be back. Yeah, it's still installing. It can take time. It can take time. So version require installation succeeded. Perfect on this development. Okay, so looks like it's been started. So what we're going to do is promote this server to a domain controller. And here, select the deployment operation. We're not going to add it to a domain controller, to an existing domain, because we do not have an existing domain. So we're going to have to click on add a new forest. This one we'll call it GTEC. It's GTEC. It's GTEC.local. Now, it could have been gtech.com, it could have been gtech.net, but I'll put .local because as the root domain name. And you can put any name you want. Click on next. And select functional level of new forest and new root domain. Here you go. So select functional level of the new forest and root domain. So we can leave this here. This is if you could go back to an earlier Windows server, but we'll leave it at that. It's okay, and specify domain name system. It's fine. Okay. It's get a password. There's a password for the directory service restore mode, just in case if you were not able to log in or you forgot your password. This is like a backup password. It's my long password. Go, stick on next. All right, so I'll leave this just like that. Next. NetBIOS. Verify the NetBIOS name assigned to the domain and change it if necessary. There you go. GTEC is fine. We'll leave it just like that. By the way, it populated by itself. Next. See what happens. Specify the location of the AD Active Directory Domain Service Database log file. NTDS. See, NTDS. I'm studying cybersecurity too right now, and I'm no cybersecurity, enthusiast. So NTDS, we can go into that in a later video. Also, it has to do with hardening your system to prevent attacks like from hackers. But we'll go into that in future. So leave this for now. Now here, usually people will tell you, hey, click next, and go. But this is what we're going to do. We'll be finishing the install by using PowerShell. So let's click on view script. And this is our shell script. Control A, Control C. So you'll see what this is going to do. So instead of clicking yes, previously, they literally give you a script here that you can just go into PowerShell and so you can finish the installation. All right, so let's go ahead and exit out of this. I'll show you what to just. Yes. And okay, so we're going to let's go to PowerShell. We can search for it. or PowerShell. There you go. Then you right click on PowerShell, run as administrator, and then we in PowerShell, and you just Control V, paste, and click enter. And it's asking for passwords. Sweet. Confirm password. So you need to create your password. And then once you confirm, it will be installing. Allow cryptography. Okay. It's installing the domain controller right now. And this is PowerShell. Now you can tell people, hey, I have some experience in PowerShell, you know, and it's doing its thing. So what happens? It will be going to PowerShell more in the future, in future videos. We're about to be signed out here. Post. Preparation completed. It's restarting. And we're back to Azure. So we got kicked out because it's installing the domain services and all the other features. I mean, we can try to load back into the virtual machine to see if we'll be able to load back in, but let's see. Let's try to connect again. But after running that script on PowerShell, now it's installing all the components. Well, let's see if it will let us back in. It's maybe. Let's click OK. Yes. Let's log back in. So these are for the group policy client. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's still installing a few things, so I doubt we'll be able to load back in right now. So with that being said, let's wait and see. Let's X out. We'll wait a little bit and see what happens. All right, so let's go ahead and try to get back into virtual machines server 2019 to see if everything has been installed. Connect. Let's try to connect once more. Download RDP files. Keep open. Connect. Let's see. Go Terra. Click on yes. Let's see if we're able to connect it to our server now. Good. Looks like it installed the group policies and everything. Server manager. We'll be back to this in a second. Let's go to the CMD command line. Run as administrator. And let's see if I type and try to make it bigger. Then just type configs. Okay, see what happens. And these are, there you go. There's the IP4 10.0.0 4 subnet mask, 255.255.255.0, the default gateway. So now with this information, we'll be able to have this server communicate with the Windows 10 Pro virtual machine that we created previously. So yeah, so this is good. What if I type who am I? Let's see what happens. Okay, who am I? This first got question mark. Interesting. Okay. Hold on, no. That's very wrong. Who am I? There you go. Who am I? GT help us. There you go. If I put who am I? Space question mark. Let's put the FQDN. FQDN. Help desk. This is GTech DC local. There you go. See, now we are connected to a domain controller DC GTech DC local. Previously, this did not exist because we didn't create a domain. And now that's created a domain, we added the server to the domain, the computer to a domain. So this is showing up then. But this, we can go into command line and PowerShell even more in another video. But on this one, let's continue on our domain controller. This is what I want to do first. Let's go to administrative tools, Active Directory, administrative center. The reason why I'm going to Active Directory Administrative Center is because I like to enable the recycling bin. Let's click on GTech local. Here, you see where it says enable recycling bin. Let's click on that. Are you sure you want to perform? Yes. Okay. Okay. The reason why I'm doing this is because let's say you accidentally delete a user. You can, when it gets deleted, especially accidentally, it will go into our recycling bin. Or if we do not enable it, we will lose the deleted user forever. And then you will have to go back and recreate the user, etc., etc. So it should show up. Let's see. So not showing. Okay, let's X out, come back to it. Save, yeah, no. Let's go to GTech local. There you are. It's enabled now. See, I can't even click it. And deleted objects, there they are right here. So like I said, this is showing now, deleted object. So if we were to delete users accidentally, especially, then you can come to your deleted object and recuperate those users, get the users back. Now let's explore the server manager. Okay, we're in our server manager. And as you can see now, we have Active Directory, Administrative Center, Domain Source, Active Directory, users and computers. Now this is here because we've added the domain controller. That's the reason why this is here. Now let's click on here. And here it is. Let's make it bigger. So all right. So let's click on GTech local. And here we go. You can click on users. These are all the accounts that we have currently in the domain controller. So many different, let's make it bigger. And they're all part of the security groups. Okay. There you go. You got DNS update processes, domain users, domain guests, controllers, domain admins right here. You got help desk. Yeah, so we have quite a few accounts here. So this is what we're gonna do here is, we have all these different accounts. If we click on view, advanced features, we get more options. For example, we got built-in, you got Hyper-V, make this bigger. Sorry guys, I'm struggling here. All right, hold up. And what else? Performance user logs. If we go to users, there you go. We have more options. We have the Kia BTGT. Close this up. And this is like, this account is very important when it comes especially to cybersecurity. But we'll go into that. We'll go into that in the future. Not now. Now let's go to no, cancel. Sorry. Let's cancel. If we go to users, as you can see, we don't have no users created yet. So what we'll be doing right now, we'll be going and creating a user, but we could literally create a user here by clicking, right clicking on user, click new, and then, computer, hold on. You can click on user, and then you enter this, their name, etc. Like Jimmy, and then, this right here, etc. It takes time, right? We can go on PowerShell and create that in no time. So this is what we'll be doing. Let's make this bigger. So let's go to PowerShell. Let's search for PowerShell. Here. And let's type import slash module. Oh, 1 second. Module space active directory. Oh, see what happened. Okay. Let's type get command new AD user, no slash AD user. Here, let's always use source. Perfect. Now let's type current. Okay, let's type get command new your rush old user. The syntax. Okay. Now let's create a new user. To create a new user, you need to type new slash or the user. What? Let's create a person named John. All right, let's do John. Perfect. Now, if you go back to rules, as well, actually, and if you go to users, let's see if I create it. Let's see. John, there he is. We can create a user called John. Let's create a user called Stacy, for example. Let's go back to PowerShell. Let's do Stacy on there. And if we go here, let's go in and out. I'll put it in first too. Go back to users. Sports. Let's see. Refresh. So yeah, so basically you have to import. Okay, so basically, yeah, if we go or manage users, let's see if it works. Refresh. Stacy's here. There she is on the bottom. All right, so through PowerShell, we created users John and Stacy, and there they are right here, John, Stacy. So basically, in order to do that in PowerShell, you need to import module first, right? And then get command new slash add user, and then syntax, I'm sorry. And then you type the command new slash add user, and then you put the name of the user. Now we can go deeper into PowerShell and command prompt, definitely in the other videos. But so far, this is how you add users. It's quicker and it gives you experience with PowerShell. So basically, I'm gonna use these accounts. So let's enable account. When this cannot enable John because unable to update password. Here, let's see. Reset password. Let's do. See if it'll take this off. Second. Oh no, this one. All right. Just this, this, owner of the user's account. Okay, the password John has been changed, and let's enable the account. Has been enabled, perfect. And let's do the same for Stacy. Right click on Stacy, reset password, create a password, go unlock the user's account. Down, the password of Stacy has been changed, and let's enable the account. Stacy has been enabled, perfect. And that's it today, guys. We went to adding roles and features, and we created a domain account. We added the server into the domain, and we learned some PowerShell scripts. And yeah, there it is right here. We can go deeper into PowerShell and the command prompt also. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for joining. Have a good time. We can X out. And let's go to the server 2019 and let's stop it. Don't forget to stop your machines or else you'll be incurring charges. There you go. Stop. Yes. And that's all, folks. Stay tuned for our next video. In the next video, we're going to our Windows machine and try to connect it to our server to the domain also, I'm sorry. And then have it communicate to our server. All right, stay tuned for that. Talk to you later.